How's it going, everybody? Welcome to BODHI. I'm Tamal. This is Camille. We're going to do a 30-minute wake-up morning yoga routine. Obviously, if you wanted to watch this at night, it's not a deal breaker. We're going to start seated in the center of your mat. I'm going to have you face forward, Camille. Your legs will be crossed in Sukhasana, easy pose. You can always roll up a towel or a blanket and stuff it underneath your sit bones to elevate your seat. Otherwise, we're pulling in the stomach, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down, softening the eyes, deepening the breath. It's always a nice thing to start your day seated in meditation. But as you'll find here, the thing that we're focusing on is just the physical right now. A crafting and a honing of the inhales and the exhales, making them more energized, more full, expressive than they would when we're asleep. Helps us shed off some of that morning fog, that morning haze. It's like when you go to the beach, sometimes it's so cloudy out. It's so overcast, but then the sun starts to peek through and it all burns away, and that's what your lungs are like. It's the sunshine of your practice. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Out of your mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like the ocean rushing on and offshore. Establish the audible ujjayi. So we'll blink your eyes open. Switch the crossing of your legs. We're just balancing everything out. And then we're going to start with just rolling the shoulders back. This is going to help loosen up any congestion in the shoulder head. So just a continual rolling back. And then we'll reverse that and start to roll the shoulders forward. And then I'm going to have you come to center. Take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then take your hands to the outer right hip and waist. And then you're going to clamp your elbows towards each other a little bit. And this is where it's going to get a little interesting. I want you to take your right ear and start to drop it towards your right shoulder. And you're going to notice a big stretch across the side of your left neck, left trapezius, left shoulder. Come back to center, and we'll switch sides, but I want you to interlace your fingers with the opposite pinky on front, then start to wedge the knuckles in the outer left hip. Clamp the elbows towards each other, then you're going to start to pull your left ear towards your left shoulder. Stretch the side of the neck. First thing out, our body tends to be congested in our muscles. So we're just taking some time to loosen things up. And then bring your head to center, untangle the arms, place the hands back on the knees. So now we're going to do some spinal mobility, seated cat-cows. On an inhale, lift your chest. Maybe the head lifts, the elbows are bending. Then as you exhale, lean back, let the arms straighten out as the upper spine rounds. Then inhale, lift the chest, the head, elbows bend, then exhale, lean back, let the torso round on your own. So using the leverage of your arms and your palms on your knees to help create the spinal wave. And then we come to center. And I call this the yogi's cup of coffee because it energizes our body and our system. We're going to do breath of fire. Usually use your hands on your belly to help pulse the stomach, in the beginning stages of doing it, but if you can pulse your stomach without the use of your hands, that's the more advanced level. Don't think about the inhales. All you have to think about is exhales. The inhales will happen automatically in the in-term. So take a big inhale out of the nose. Big inhale out of your mouth. Go back to breathing through your nose. Let's come onto all fours, your hands and your knees. You can pop into it or shuffle into it. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take an inhale, lift your head, chest, dip the belly, the tail lifts. Then exhale, tail rounds, belly goes in, upper back round, chin tucks in. On your own, just like that, traditional cat-cows. Now we're getting our pelvis more into the picture, waking everything up. The lumbar spine into the picture. And then we're going to come to a flat neutral back. We'll tuck your toes, lift the knees, and find downward facing dog. So if you want to pedal out the legs a little bit, shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels appropriate. And eventually, once you've done all of your fidgeting, the legs should be hips width, heels disappear behind the toes, arms are shoulder width, fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms are lifting, the upper outer arms are wrapping down, the belly is going in, the hips are moving back, the thigh bones are moving back. Let's lift your right leg up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high on your left toes. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Release your left toes. Scoot the left leg back. So your left hand's going to stay on the mat. The right arm's going to reach to the sky. A little twist. Turn the right hand down. Reach over your head. So this mild twist is also getting into the spine, wringing out any muscular tension. Just notice if you're collapsing in that left shoulder, press the earth away with the left palm so you're creating space between your left trapezius and your left ear. And of course, getting long through your side body. And let's keep what you have. Tuck your left toes. Let's pick up your left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. So we're just upping the ante just a little bit. Notice if you can see your outer right hip, tuck it to the left so you can't. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back to plank. Pause. If you need to do this from your knees, you can. Otherwise, we lean way forward. And lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, come up high on the right toes. Lunge the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, release your right toe. Scoot the right leg back, right hand down, left arm up. Again, we turn the left hand down, we reach over your head. So as we're pressing the earth away, we're creating space between that right trapezius and right ear. Think about wrapping the right tricep back so the inner crease of your right elbow can shine forward. Then we're wrapping the left tricep down so the left pinky angles towards the floor and the left thumb points up. And that way you know you're properly externally rotating in both arms. And you tuck the right toes, pick up the right knee, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Let's inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down, step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. And so that we stretch the muscles of the face. Stick out your tongue and let it go. Let's rise high on the toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, open your arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. So like any morning practice or any practice, we want to salute the sun, even if you just woke up and it's 3 in the afternoon. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Then exhale, step or lightly jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're only going to do one more round of that sun salute. We'll come up high in your toes, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. That looks great. So let's lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up your hip, come up high in the left toes, lunge the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee, release your left toes, scoot the left leg back, and then straighten your front leg. So you want your hips stacked directly over the left knee like Camille's doing, and then you're going to dorsiflex the right foot. So the right toe should point up, that way you really feel this in the hamstrings. Climb up as high on the fingers as you need. And maybe you can put your hands on a prop of some kind, like a book. So we've done things for the spine, the shoulders, the neck. Now we're doing a little bit of hamstrings, drawing some tension, some love there. Rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, and pause here. Straighten your front leg. Oh, so you don't have to have that front leg completely straight, especially since it's still early in our practice. But we want it enough so that you can feel the lengthening in the backs of the legs. Again, you can put your hands on blocks, books, or climb onto the fingers. If you're using books, make sure they're very sturdy and they don't move around a lot, like very heavy, thick dictionaries. Everyone's like, who has a giant dictionary anymore? I'm using my iPhone as a prop right now. Rebend your front knee. Plant the palm, step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So now we're going to lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, come up high in the right toes, lunge the foot between the hands, drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg way back, that's important, then straighten the front leg. Make sure the hips are stacked evenly over the right knee, so you don't want to be beyond it or in front of it, just directly over. Dorsiflex the left foot. Think about the points of your thighs closest to your groin, the upper inner legs drawing together. Try to pull the skin of the outer left hip back and the skin of the outer right hip forward. Rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, and then straighten your front leg to whatever degree your body will let you. Again, you can use props if you need to. Let's rebend your front knee. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's come up high in your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to folds. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. So for this one, we're going to go more traditional. Instead of lifting your leg up behind you, stay in down dog and just step the right foot forward. Back heel down, inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, we step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, so we're just stepping the left foot forward. Back heel down, inhale, rise, warrior A. Exhale, hands come down, we step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got one more round. Come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Again, just stepping the right foot forward. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. Step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the peak. Out of the mouth. Keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet to the back of your space. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Put a bend in the knees. Take your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Pull your arms to the sky. Maybe straighten the legs. Should feel really good at this point since the body is warm. The hamstrings are open. Can fully explore the expressions of movement. We'll do the exact same kind of interlace, but with the opposite pinky in front. Yep. Take a big inhale, then exhale, hands come down. Let's find downward facing dog. So once you're in downward facing dog, let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Again, bend the knee, open up the hip, come up high in the left toes. Lunge the right foot between the hands, drop the left knee, release your left toes, scoot the left leg way back like we've been doing, and then reach to the sky. So we'll interlace the fingers together above the head, flip the palms inside out. So we're stretching the wrists, getting long through the sides of the waist. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Every inhale, think about getting taller and longer, and every exhale, maybe twisting a little bit more. Take your hands at prayer. Let's hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So first thing we want to do is get the elbows stacked. We don't want them all staggered off and misaligned. And then from there, you can apply more pressure with your top hand down into your bottom hand. You'll find your thumbs closest to the heart center of the sternum. Like everything, we have to graduate from something into something else, right? So tuck your left toes, pick up your left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Yes. If you want more, you can always open your arms or wrap it up. Now, we're going to think crescent, and on an inhale, unravel, come all the way up. Yup. Then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Pause. Straighten your front leg. So I want you to stay on the ball of your back foot like you are. Now lift the front of the right foot up. So we're taking that hamstring lengthening even further. When you lift the front of the right foot, you'll notice the calf muscles, the hamstrings, all the sensations start to arise. Steer the hips forward. You can always use props. You can always climb onto the fingers really high. Camille has very open hamstrings, so this isn't that much of a challenge for her right now. Rebend your front knee. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So, let's lift the left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes, lunge the left foot between the hands, drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg back, let's reach to the sky. We interlace the fingers together with the opposite pinky in front and flip the palms inside out. We draw the biceps back. You can always put some kind of padding underneath that right knee if it feels like it's sensitive. Keep what you have, take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the left. And every inhale, grow taller and longer, and every exhale, rotate more. Keep what you have, take your hands at prayer, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. The elbows are stacking, the sides of the waist are elongating, the back toes are tucking, and then the back leg, the back knee lifts. Again, if you want more, you can open your arms. My goal has been achieved. Camille's pouring with sweat. That means this is working. Think crescent, and inhale, come up, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands down, pause, straighten your front leg, lift the front of that left foot up. So again, if you need to use props, go for it. If you need to climb onto the fingers, it's always good options. Think about steering the hips forward. Rebend your front knee. Step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, guys. So we'll take a very big inhale through the nose, holding at the top. Out of the mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee, release your left toes, scoot the left leg further back. Now, keep your left hand down, reach your right arm up to the sky. Bend your left leg, reach back with the right hand, maybe you can catch the foot. Once you hold onto the foot or ankle, turn your chest towards the sky. So you have the twist, but you're also getting into this quadricep stretch. So we did the back of the legs to open, now we're doing the front of the legs that we're opening. If you're not catching the foot, you can just reach in the general direction and you're still going to have a lot of benefit. Let's reach the right arm back up to the sky, set the right hand down. We'll find pigeon, walk the right foot to the left, drop the right knee to the right. You can roll up a towel or put a blanket underneath that right hamstring if you want extra support. Otherwise, we'll be here for a minute. You can settle on your forearms, lie all the way into it. How far you go is completely up to you. We breathe. No rush. We'll come up high on your hands. If you're not there already, tuck the back toes and find downward facing dog. You can shake it out. Let your hips pop. Let's lift the left leg up. Lunge the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, release the right toes for a moment. Scoot the right leg back so the right hand's down. Left arm reaches up, then you bend your right leg. Reach with the left hand, maybe you catch the foot. And then start turning your chest towards the sky. So we're getting the quadricep stretch. And again, if you're not able to touch the foot today, you just reach in the general direction with that right leg bent and you're still getting some benefit. Let's reach your left arm up, releasing the foot, set the left hand down, pigeon pose, walk your left foot to the right, drop the left knee to the left. Again, go to your forearms, use a prop if you need a prop underneath the left hamstring. We're here for a minute. Let's come onto your hands. Tuck your back toes. Find downward facing dog. From down dog, let's lower your knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Sit behind your feet. Swoop your legs through to the front. We'll scoot forward and we'll lay on your back. Once you're on your back, let's bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels towards your butt. Plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge. Interlace your fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. Toes should point forward or a little inward. The tailbone scoops towards the inner knees. And if you want more, you can take upward bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Take a big inhale, and exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Release the left leg out, only hug the right knee in. Send your right arm out to the right, palm up. Look to the right, twist the right knee across the body to the left. Maybe lift that left hip up and scoot it to the right. Hug the right knee into your chest. Release it next to left. Hug the left knee into your chest. Send the left arm out to the left. Look to the left. Twist the left knee to the right. Maybe scoot the right hip back a bit. Hug the left knee to your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Place your forehead onto the knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath at the top. Squeeze everything into one tight little ball. And let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You made it. So with your eyes closed, your breath deep, taking these moments to turn the world off so that when you plug back in, we're a better vessel, vehicle for service. Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pacharini Nirvasesha Sanya Vadi Vaskachari Satarini Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Guided Hara Shri Vasari Guru Bhakta Vrinda Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Si Gita. Hare Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Look at the fingers, toes. Bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, let's roll over to your right side. And with your eyes still closed, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Let's take a big cleansing inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. When we hold the breath, it's a kumbhaka retention, builds everything to the surface. And then let it go. Namaste, guys.